Last year was one of the busiest on record for bear complaints on the South Island, and by all accounts this year is shaping up to be the same. For people living in bear country, it's time to start thinking about being bear smart. As A News reporter Louise Hartland shows us, conservation officers are already run off their feet.
It's a familiar routine for conservation officers on Vancouver Island. This trap is heading to Sooke to catch a nuisance bear.
Today we're going to set the bear trap for a bear complaint that's been reported to us, where a bear's been hanging around a gentleman's house and climbing up onto the sun deck, and appears to be unafraid of people and displaying behavior which causes us a little bit of concern.
Officers take these traps to areas frequented by bears who show no fear of humans. And this time of year, there are a lot of them.
The berries yet haven't ripened. There's no natural food sources, or very little natural food sources. So we get a large spike in complaints in June. And every year it's the same. Last year was a really bad bear year for us. We had over 700 bear complaints in the capital region.
And by all accounts, this year is shaping up to be just as busy.
A sample of complaints from today, a typical day. Complainant advised of bear rummaging through his garbage. There's a bear getting into her garbage, which is left outside. This is the fourth night. She will try and move it to the laundry room. Advised that there's been a bear hanging around the area for the past month.
The bears are hungry, and your garbage is their food of choice.
The bears are very hungry, and they are on the prowl, constantly looking for food. And if they can smell garbage or other non-natural sources of food, they will seek those out and do everything in their power to access that.
Conservation traps are baited with just about anything officers think the bears would be more attracted to than garbage. In this case, it's bacon, seared to perfection with a blowtorch. The trap is put in place, a spot where the homeowner has seen 2 young bears almost nightly. The idea is the bear will follow the scent, climb in, have a nibble, and trapped. Once caught, conservation officers will try to relocate the bear to an area far away from homes, but sometimes it's too late.
In some situations, if a bear is so badly habituated or food conditioned, which means it's accustomed to eating non-natural sources of food, then we don't have any choice and we have to put the bear down.
A choice that is difficult for these officers, and one that could be prevented if people were more bear aware.
Louise joins us with more now on the story. What can homeowners do to prevent bears from hanging out on their property, Louise?
Eric, the BC Conservation Service says bears are lured to people's yards by garbage, pet food, bird feeders, even uncleaned barbecues. They recommend keeping items inside a locked container or the garage. And if it's garbage day, don't put out your waste until the morning so the bears aren't attracted to it overnight. If you notice a nuisance bear in your neighborhood, call Conservation at 1-877-952-7277. Eric?
Thank you, Louise. Louise Hartland reporting.